Good morning, students. In the last classes, we drawn the projections of solids 1, which contains the prisms and cylinder. And in this class, I'm going to draw the projections of solids 2, which is under unit 4 itself, and it is part 2 in the unit 4. This projection of solids 2 contains pyramids and cone. What is meant by a pyramid and a cone? Already I discussed in the last class, prisms, types of pyramids and cone, cylinder, types of solids. Once again, I will go through it. The prisms, pyramids and cone, these are the regular solids I discussed in the last class. Cube, sphere, hemisphere, cylinder, octahedron, cone. This is the triangular pyramid. These are the pyramids, and these are the prisms. What is meant by a prism? Prism having two bases. It is a regular solid having the two bases. The two bases corners are connected with the straight edges, which form the straight rectangular faces. These are the rectangular face. These are the rectangular faces. These are the rectangular faces and the straight edges, longer edges. But pyramids having only one base. Pyramids having only one base and one apex. Apex means it is it is called what is it meant by a point which connects, at which we are connecting the longer edges, slant edges. It's a single point. It is called the apex. Okay. Pyramids having the base, one base and one apex, and that apex is connects with the base corners with a slant edges, slant longer edges. Okay, that slant longer edges forms a triangular faces. These are the triangular faces. Every pyramid having the triangular faces. If it is triangular pyramid, it's having 3 triangular faces. If it is a square or rectangular pyramid, it is having 4 triangular faces. If it is a hexagonal pyramid, it's having a 6 triangular faces on 6 sides. It is a pentagonal pyramid having 5 sides, 5 triangular faces. Okay. These are the pyramids, prisms. And cylinder is also one type of prism. It is a solid of revolution, which having 2 bases, circular bases, and connects with the generators. And the cone is also a cone is a pyramid, is under the pyramid. It's having one base and one apex. That apex is connects with the base, that is a circular base with the generators. Clear? So prism having 2 bases, pyramids having only one base, and another one is the apex. These are the pyramids. We are going to draw these pyramids in different positions in this class. Pyramids. A pyramid has a plane figure as it is base దగ్గర plane figure ఉంటుంది, and an isosceles triangle faces. Every triangle is an isosceles triangle faces that meet at a point at a common point called vertex. It is also called the vertex or apex. Here, these are the triangular faces which meets at a common point. It's called the vertex or apex. The line joining the apex and the corners of the base. This is the base. This is the corners of the base. These are the corners of the base. Line joining the corners of the base with the apex of its base are called slant edges. These are the slant edges. Every pyramid having slant edge. Okay. If it is square pyramid, it's having 4 corners. The corners will be connected to the apex or vertex. It's having 4 slant edges. These are the slant edges. These are the slant edges. So pentagon having slant edges 5. Yeah. Hexagon having slant edges 6. Octagon having 8 slant edges like this. Every pyramid having slant edge connects with the apex with the corners of the base. And this is a cone, you know that. These are the pyramids, line diagrams, triangular pyramid, triangular base having 3 corners ABC. That ABC corners are connected with the O apex, apex O with the slant edges. That slant edges forms with the base edge is a triangular face. This is a triangular face, isosceles triangular face. This is the square pyramid having 4 corners, A, B, C, D are the corners. Those 4 corners will be connected with the apex O with the slant edges, and that slant edges forms with the base edge. This is the slant edges too. This is the base edge, forms triangular face. This is a triangular face. Every pyramid having triangular faces and base and one apex. Clear? This is a pentagonal pyramid having 5 corners which connects with the apex O and with the slant edges. Connects the O with slant edges. That slant edges forms triangular faces. This is a hexagonal pyramid. This is a cone base. Base is a circular shape, and apex will connect with the generators, which does not form any triangular faces, which is a round surface. Cone is a round surface, which are called the generators here, which are not edges, slant edges. The cone having generators, which is called the generators. Base, axis of the pyramid, axis of the cone, and apex. Clear? These are the pyramids. We are going to solve these pyramids in different positions. In different positions means some of the positions I place here in this slide. The following positions of solids in space. This is the cone in 2D view. This is a front view. These are the front views. Front view always above XY. These are the front views, and top view is below XY. This is the top view positions. If the axis is perpendicular to the HP, and parallel to the VP, the position of the solid is like this. Front view is a triangle, and axis is inclined to HP. This axis is inclined to HP. The front view axis makes an angle with XY line. If the solid axis is inclined to HP, axis is inclined to HP, and one of the generator or slant face or HP or in HP means one of the generator or one of the triangular shape is on XY line. The axis makes an angle with XY line. The front view axis makes an angle with XY like this. So these two are the axis makes an angle with XY. This is the axis perpendicular to XY. So axis perpendicular to XY means in the front view, the axis is perpendicular to XY. So axis perpendicular inclined to HP means the axis is inclined to XY line in front. Axis is inclined to HP, same case. The axis is inclined to XY line in front view. These are the front view positions, and the top view positions. Look at the top view positions. While observing the TV top view, XY line represents the vertical plane. XY line is the top vertical plane. Below that, the top view positions will be drawn. This is the top view when the axis is perpendicular to the VP. When the axis is perpendicular to the VP, the top view is the axis is perpendicular to XY. Clear? This is the axis inclined to one of the point of the base on base circle on the base circle. This is one of the base circle on VP. This is one of the base circle. Base of the circle is one of the point on the base circle is on HP. This is one of the base of the point in the circle is VP in VP. Here, one point is touches with the VP, and axis is inclined to vertical plane. This axis is inclined to vertical plane and parallel to HP. This axis is inclined to VP and parallel to HP. It is also same position, but here the one of the base point on the VP. This is one of the generator on the VP. Here, lying on VP on one generator. This is the generator. Cone generator is the side of the cone. That is the generator is on VP like this, and axis is inclined to VP. This is one of the point on the VP, and axis inclined to VP. This axis is perpendicular to the VP. These are the positions of the top view when the axis position changes with respect to VP. These are the positions of the front views when the axis is in a different position, and the axis is in a different position with the HP horizontal plane. Clear? These are the positions. Let us go for the problem. This is the first problem. Draw the projections of a pentagonal pyramid of base edge 30 mm and axis 65 long. The pentagonal pyramid having 5 corners and 5 slant edges, 5 slant faces, triangular faces, 1 base and 1 apex. These are the pyramid details. So pentagonal pyramid having the base edge length is 30 mm and axis length is 65 mm long. Having its base on the ground. The base is on the ground. That means on the ground means ground is HP, horizontal plane. The base is on the HP is given indirectly. And an edge of the base, it's having 5 base edges. In that, out of those 5 base edges, 1 base edge parallel to and 30 mm in front of VP. 1 base edge is parallel to and 30 mm in front of VP. In front of means below XY. Okay. So below XY parallel ga oka 30 mm line draw cheyali, base edge draw chesukovali. And the that's base is on the ground. On the ground means having its base on the ground means when the base is placed on the ground on HP, the axis is perpendicular to the HP itself. Whenever the base is on the ground, the base is on the HP, its axis is perpendicular to HP. This is the base on the ground like this. Base on the ground means one of the triangular, that is a side of the base, one of the side of the base looks in front view is on XY line. So axis is perpendicular to HP position is. So front view is triangle, top view is pentagon. For this front view, below XY, you have to draw the top view first because the troop shape will be visible in the top view. When the axis is perpendicular to the VP, HP, when we looking from the top view, that a pentagon will be visible. Okay, let us start. First, start with the top view. Draw the XY line. And one of the base edge is parallel to XY line and below XY, because in front of VP is below XY, its top view below XY, and which is parallel to XY line, which is at a distance of 30 mm. Draw a horizontal line, dark line, which is at a distance of 30 mm from XY. Okay, this is the dimensions of the line, distance of the line. With respect to this base edge, construct a pentagon. Already we know that how to construct a pentagon. The sides, the angle between two sides is 108. Any two sides in the pentagon, angle between any two sides in pentagon is 108. So at this point, place the protractor and draw the inclined line, which makes an angle of 108 with this initial horizontal line. Similarly, place the protractor here, draw an inclined line, which makes an angle of 108 degrees with this horizontal line. So these inclined lines lengths also, how much length? It is 30 mm. Every side of the pentagon must be 30 mm. And also draw another inclined lines at this point and this point, which makes an angle of 108 with previous lines. This line with the angle makes with this line is 108, angle makes with this line is 108. Like that, you have to draw two inclined lines which intersect somewhere else, which we will get a fifth point of the fifth base point. So this is the pentagon, regular pentagon having equal sides. Clear? Like this, you have to construct. Initial position must be like this. So horizontal, one of the base edge is parallel to XY line. You have to draw like this. Based on that initial position, construct initial line, construct a pentagon. Clear? After constructing the pentagon, it's having one apex. The pyramid having one apex. Apex is at center. How to locate the center point for this pentagon? Like this, you have to draw two thin lines. That is, one corner will be connects with the opposite side midpoint. This is opposite side for this corner and midpoint. Connect this midpoint to the opposite corner and connect the midpoint of the one of the side to opposite corner. Like this, you have to draw two lines. Those two lines intersecting somewhere else. It is intersecting here. This intersecting point is center point of the pentagon. Clear? This is the apex. After getting the apex point, that apex point joined with every corner, joined to every corner with a dark line. So because when we're looking from the top view, a pyramid looks like this, a pentagon, it is a base is visible, and this apex point, which is somewhere else 65 mm distance from the base point, okay, connect this center point, that is the axis point, apex point, connect this apex point with every corner of the solid, that is every corner of the base point. So connect this point, apex point, with every corner of the solid, that is a pentagon. These are the slant edges. These are the slant edges, and which forms a triangle, slant triangle, which looks like an equilateral triangle here. But these are not equilateral triangles. These are the isosceles triangles in the solid. Clear, students? This is the pentagonal pyramid when looking from the top side, when axis is perpendicular to the HP. Clear? After getting the corners, you have to naming the corners. These are the naming of the corners: A, B, C, D. These are the top view, and E. These are the 5 corners of the base corners, and apex point is O. There is a apex point, center point is O. This is the top view points of the solid, and this 30 mm is the side, the pentagon side length. After getting the points, you have to draw the projectile lines from each point, from A, B, C, D, E. And the projectile coming from the apex point will be extended up to 65 mm long from the XY line. From this point, it will be extended 65 mm long, which is coming from the center apex point. Clear? So this is the base of the pentagonal pyramid. Base of the pentagonal pyramid looks like a line in the front view. And this is the A dash, which is invisible when looking from the this side, the solid. In this solid, these 2 corners are invisible corners, and these 3 corners are visible corners. When looking from this side, like this, you have to looking from this side. These 3 corners are invisible corners, along with the O apex point, and these 2 corners are invisible corners. Clear? So that's why I'm placing in bracket A dash, that is the front view of A, and next B dash, that is the front view of B. Next is C dash, that is the front view of C, which is this corner is visible. That's why I'm not locating in the bracket. Then D dash, it is the point on the XY line, which is intersecting the projector coming from the D point. And next point is E dash, that is the visible corner. Another visible corner is E dash. So D dash, C dash, and E dash are visible. A dash and B dash are invisible corners. That's why I'm locating in the bracket these 2 points. Clear? So next, locate the point O dash. O dash is the apex point on the center line, which is coming from the O. This O dash must be at a distance of 65 mm, because the axis length is 65 mm given. From the XY line, you have to draw the center line up to 65 mm. At that 65 mm, locate the O dash point and join that O dash point with outer points first, E dash, O dash, and C dash, O dash. These are the slant edges for the pyramid. And also DO is also visible. That's why D dash, O dash is the dark line. In this solid, when looking from this side, the DO is visible, CO is visible, and EO is visible. So that's why I'm connecting the E dash, O dash, C dash, O dash, and D dash, O dash with the dark lines. And the another 2 slant edges are there, BO and AO. Here, AO and BO are the slant edges which are not visible from this side, from front side of the solid. So that's why I'm connecting A dash, O dash, and B dash, O dash lines are dotted lines. These are the dotted lines, which are invisible slant edges of the solid. Clear? Like this, you have to draw the dotted lines whenever the edges are invisible. Clear? The length of the axis, that is from solid height. This is a solid height is given as 65 mm long. Axis length means solid height is 65 mm long. From the x-axis, the apex point 65 mm length. This is the front view of the solid when the axis is perpendicular to the HP, and this is the top view when looking from the top side of the solid. This is the top view below XY and a front view above XY. Clear? This is the first problem. I hope you understand. Try this at your home in the drawing sheet or A4 sheet. Let us go for the problem 2. Draw the projections of a cone of base diameter 40 mm. Cone having the circular base having the 40 mm and axis 70 long. When resting on its base on VP, that is base of the cone is touches with the VP. That means axis is parallel to HP. Whenever the base is touches a VP, axis is parallel to HP and 30 mm above HP. It is given as the axis is parallel to and 30 mm above HP. Axis must be above HP at a distance of 30 mm. So whenever the axis is parallel to HP and base is on VP, axis is perpendicular to the axis makes perpendicular. That is a 90 degrees with the vertical plane, because whenever the base is touches with the VP, the axis is perpendicular to the base. So axis is perpendicular to VP in this case. So solid is like this. Whenever the base is touches with the vertical plane, the base is touches with the vertical plane, axis is perpendicular to vertical plane. Okay, axis is perpendicular to vertical plane. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to vertical plane, the front view looks like true shape and top view is not true shape. So front view is true shape. True shape is base, so the circular base. So front view is circular base, circular shape, and top view is a triangle. Clear? Cone is looks like a triangle in another one view, and cone is looks like a circle in another view. So it is a front view how to draw the first, because the axis is perpendicular to VP. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to VP, you have to draw the front view first, and whenever the axis is perpendicular to the HP, you have to draw the top view first. In previous case, we drawn top view, that is below XY, the pentagonal pyramid, because the axis is perpendicular to the HP in that case. But here, whenever the base is touches with the VP, the axis is perpendicular to VP. Axis makes 90 degrees with VP. Therefore, you have to draw the front view first. Let us start. Draw the XY line. Draw a line, horizontal line parallel to the XY line, which is at a distance of 30 mm, because axis is must be at a distance of 30. Whenever the axis is 30 mm from the HP, the center of the circle, that is base circle, is 30 mm distance. That's why I'm drawing a horizontal line which is at a distance of 30 mm from the XY line. This is the 30 mm from the XY line. And locate a center point of the circle here. Locate any center point of the circle on any point on that line. Okay. After locating the point on that line, you have to draw a circle with this point as a center, and radius is 20 mm, because diameter is 40 mm given. With radius 20 mm, draw a circle. That is a O dash point, that is a front view of the apex point, and draw a circle with this point as a center. 20 mm is the radius. So this is the base of the cone. When looking from the front view, when the axis is perpendicular to VP, it looks like a circle. This is the apex point. Clear? This is the apex point. This is the base circle. Clear? The generators are not visible in the cone, because generator, this is a cone is a smooth surface. That's why I'm not drawing any. I'm not drawn in any generators here. And divide that circle into 8 equal parts like this. 8 equal parts can divide chain. How to divide the 8 parts? Every part makes at 45 degrees at the center. Every part makes an angle of 45 degrees at the center of the circle. Like this, This part makes angle 45. This part is make 45 like this. Every 45 you have to divide. For every 45, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. One horizontal line or diameter, one vertical diameter, and when inclined diameters are 2. Like this, you have to divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Why we are dividing the circle? Because the pyramids having the edges and the corners, but circle having the smooth surface, that cone having the smooth surface, it doesn't have any points or edges or corners of the solid. Therefore, to form a number of points on the base circle, you have to divide the circle. It is also done in the projection of planes too, and also projection of solids, that is a cylinder. After dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, locate the points, 8 parts like this. Because it is a front view, the points which were represented with dashes, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E, F, G, and H dash. Up to H dash, you have to locate the front view points for the dividing points. This is the O dash is the center point, that is the apex point of the cone. After getting the points, this is the circle dimension, that is a 40 mm. 540 means 5 is the 5 locating for the diameter. 540 is the diameter of the circle is 40 mm. Yeah, you have to give the dimensions like this. Draw a horizontal line, that is draw a diameter on which both sides are arrow marks, and extend it outside of the circle and represents 540. This is the diameter of the circle, dimension of the circle. After getting the points on the circle, this is the front view, and draw the projection lines. This is the front view. Circle is the front view when looking from the front side. Base is on the VP. So draw the projectors from each point of the dividing circles. Clear? So base on VP is given. That's why we are drawing a base on a XY line. When looking from the top side, the base must be on the XY line. On VP means on XY, the top view position on XY line. Clear? This is the baseline. Cone base is visible as a line when looking from the top side when axis is perpendicular to VP. So after getting the base line, locate the points, base points. This is a A. A is the visible when looking from this side. A, B, C, D, E are visible, and F, G, H are invisible. Those points are coincide with the B, C, D points. The H is coincide with the B, G is coincide with the C, and F is coincide with the D. So I'm locating these points as B of H in the top view, B dash, H dash is the front view points, and top view points is B of H. A is visible, that's why I'm locating the outer of the bracket. B is visible here, H is invisible, that's why I'm locating in the bracket. And this point is C of G. C is the visible point, G is the invisible point, that's why I'm locating C of G. This point is D of F. D is visible, F is invisible, that's why I'm locating D of F. And last point is a visible point, is E. Okay, these are the base points when looking from the top side, here from this side. Clear? In this base points, 3 points are invisible points. Total 5 points are visible points. Clear? So after getting the baseline, draw axis. That is the line which is coming from the projector coming from the O dash, which will extend from the XY line. This is the axis line, drawing with a long and short line like this. One short and one long line. It is called the axis line. This axis line length must be equal to the 70 mm. That is, from the XY line, you have to draw the vertical, that is vertically downwards up to 70 mm length from the XY line. Locate this point as O. That is the apex point on the XY line. This apex point join with, this is a 70 mm length. At a distance of 70 mm, the O point must be located from the XY line. After getting the apex point, join this apex point with the outer points first. A and E are the outer point. Join the outer points with the apex point. Clear? This is the cone shape when we're looking from the top side. The points, other points are also there, B of H and D of G, C of G. C of G is also already joined with the axis line O, and remaining points should be empty. Okay, leave those points because the cone having no edges, we have to leave that. The cone looks like a triangle in the top view. Simply apex joined with the outer points only. Clear? This is the top view when looking from the top side. The axis, whenever the axis is perpendicular to the HP, VP, this is the front view and this is the top. Axis is perpendicular to VP when we are drawn first front view and then top. Clear? This is the second problem. I hope you understand this problem. This is a cone looking like a circle. The front view cone looks like a triangle in the top view. Next, let us go to the third problem. Draw the projections. Draw the projections of a cone diameter of the base 40 mm and axis 70 when it is lying on a point of the base on HP. This is a two-stage problem. It is not. It will be not get in the first stage to one stage. You have to draw two-stage problem because axis inclination is given. Whenever the axis is inclined to one of the reference plane, you have to draw the two stages. Whenever the axis is inclined to both the reference planes, you have to draw the three stages. Whenever the axis is parallel or perpendicular to the one of the reference plane, you have to draw the one stage only. The previous two problems are related to one stage problem. And this third problem is two-stage problem. Okay, I'm explaining this. Draw the projections of a cone diameter of the base is 40 mm. This is the 40 mm base diameter and axis 70 long. When it is lying on a point of the base on HP. One point matrame base point the base point mida adi rest ayundi HP mida rest ayundi. Okay, oka base point matrame touch avvali HP. With its axis is inclined to 45 degrees to the HP. Axis ela undali 45 degrees to HP ki 45 degrees cheyali and parallel to the VP. This position I will give the position of this. In this position, the third problem is under this case. The one base point is on HP and axis is inclined to HP. Axis is inclined to HP and one base point on the HP like this. One base point on XY line and axis is inclined to XY line in the front view. The given position is like this, third problem. Clear? Third problem is like this. Draw the projections of a cone of diameter of base 40 and 70 long when it is lying on a point of the base on HP with its axis is inclined 45 degrees to HP and parallel to VP. Clear? Whenever the axis is inclined to some reference plane, whenever the axis is given to incline to some reference plane, you have to assume in the first position that axis must be perpendicular to that position. Okay. Here the axis is inclined to HP is given. So in the first position, you have to assume the axis is perpendicular to the HP. If you assume the axis is perpendicular to the HP itself, perpendicular to the assume cheskunte, a position first to draw cheyali, axis perpendicular to HP ante vertical ga untadi. Axis perpendicular to HP unnappudu top view anedi visible base, that is a true shape kanabadutundi. So top view lo true shape untundi kabatti first top view start chestam. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to vertical plane, front view lo true shape kanabadutundi kabatti front view draw chestam. Axis perpendicular to HP unnappudu top view draw cheyali. Okay, ee points gurtu pettukovali meeru. Axis perpendicular to HP unte top view draw cheyali. Axis perpendicular to vertical plane unte front view draw chestam first. Okay, so here the axis is perpendicular to HP. We are assuming the axis is perpendicular to HP. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to HP, you have to draw the top view first. So top view is the circle because top view is visible as a circle, cone base is circle. Let us start. First to draw the XY line. And you have to draw the top view first. Top view, where should we draw the top view? It is below XY or above XY. The top view is always below XY. So you have to start the diagram below XY. So draw the horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. And it is axis position is not given in this problem. That's why just somewhere else. Horizontal line draw chain. It is not required. The distance is not required. The one condition is that whenever you draw the circle must not cross the XY line. Okay, అది cross అవ్వకుండా చూసుకోండి. Like that, you have to draw the horizontal line first from the XY line. Locate the one point on that horizontal line. That is the center of the circle. The center of circle is O1. It is the first stage. We are drawing first stage. This problem having two-stage problem. In first stage, the center point is located as O1. It is a top view. Then draw a circle with this point as a center, O1 as a center, draw a circle. The circle diameter must be equal to 40 mm. Clear? So you have to take the radius 20 mm with this point O1 as a radius and draw a circle. The circle must be below the XY line. Yeah. Clear? Like this, you have to draw the circle. And divide that circle in as in previous case, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. After dividing the parts, locate the points like this. A1 to H1, A1, B1, C1, D1 up to H1, you have to locate the top view points. One is represents for first stage. The points which are top view points. That's why I'm not locating the dashes here. Okay, the top view having without dashes. Are you clear? This is the apex of the cone and these are the base points. After that, give the dimensions of the circle of 40 mm diameter like this. This is the top view. This is the top view of the cone when the axis is perpendicular, when the axis is assumed to be perpendicular to the HP. We are assuming the perpendicular to HP, but the axis is given is 45 degrees to the 45 degrees inclination with HP. So in first stage, we are assuming the axis is perpendicular to HP. Then this is the top. Draw the projections from each point, the dividing point, onto the XY line. Why we are projecting on all the points, on all the lines onto the XY line? Because one of the base point is on HP. So one point must be located on HP. In first view, all the points on XY line. In first position, you have to locate all the points of the base points on the XY line. And next position, one of the base point is on XY line, and remaining point is away from the XY line after rotating. That's why I'm projecting all the lines, all the points onto the XY line. After projecting, the centered line, that is a line coming from the O apex point, will be extended 70 mm from the XY line. This is the axis length is 70 mm. From the XY line, you have to extend the 70 mm length. It is an axis line drawn like this, one long and short line. And O1 dash is the front view apex. Front view is O1 dash, is the O1 here, the top view in first stage. Front view in first stage is O1 dash. Dash is represents for front view. After locating the apex point, is at the distance of 70 mm. The base points, locate the base points here. Base points is A1 becomes A1 dash in the front view, and B1 and H1. Out of these two, these are coincide with each other. Out of these two, B is the visible point and H is the invisible. Here I'm locating a B1 dash of H1 dash, because it is a one for first stage. And this point is C1 dash of G1 dash. And D1 dash of F1 dash is that this point becomes D1 dash of F1 dash. And last point is the visibility is E1 dash. Clear? This is the E1 dash, last point. This point is D1 dash of F1 dash. Here dash is for the front views. One is for the first stage. Okay, the corresponding points, these are D of F, C of G, B of H, and A and E. Like this, we have to locate the base points first, the corresponding base points. After getting the base point, join all the points with the dark pencil, dark line. So this is the baseline, base of the cone. When the base is on HP, the position of the baseline is like this on XY. After getting the base points, join the outer points first with apex point, that is the E1 dash and O1 dash, A1 dash of O1 dash. Then join the intermediate points with apex points, that is the B1 dash of H1 dash is one of the point. Join a thin line. These are the thin lines. The outer lines are dark lines. Clear? This is the front view. Like this, you have to draw the front view of the cone. Front view of the cone when the axis is perpendicular to HP and the base is on HP. Base is on XY line. After getting these two positions, when we get these two positions, when the axis is perpendicular to HP, axis is perpendicular to HP ఉన్నప్పుడు ఈ రెండు మనకి ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. But here in this problem, the axis is not perpendicular to HP, but axis is inclined to HP here. Axis is inclined to 45 degrees. So locate any point in XY line and draw a 45 degrees line. Locate any point somewhere else, some distance from the initial position, and draw an inclined line which makes an angle of 45 degrees with XY line like this. Draw an inclined line. So this axis line must be on this inclined line. Therefore, the axis and base point, this is the baseline, this is the axis line. These two are perpendicular to each other. Clear? Whenever the axis rotates 45, draw a perpendicular line, this is an inclined line. Draw a perpendicular line to the inclined line. This is the axis line, this is the baseline. So draw a baseline in such a way that one of the base point is on XY. So ఈ వన్ ఒక పాయింట్ XY లైన్ మీద వచ్చేటట్టు ఉంటూ ఒక పర్పెండిక్యులర్ లైన్ మీరు డ్రా చేయాలి. ఈ సెంటర్ పాయింట్ నుండి ఇటు ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుందో ఇటు కూడా అంతే డిస్టెన్స్ డ్రా చేయాలి. ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత? టోటల్ బేస్ లెంత్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ద డయామీటర్ ఆఫ్ ద సర్కిల్. ద డయామీటర్ of the circle is 40 mm. So locate that is the center line. Draw the center line from that to that center line. Draw a perpendicular line in such a way that one of the base point is on XY. From that base point to center line is 20 mm and remaining is 20 mm. Like this, you have to draw the base line. Clear? First axis line, draw a perpendicular to the axis line. That perpendicular line must be touches with the XY line. That perpendicular line must be 40 mm length. Clear? Like this, you have to draw the baseline. After getting the base points, that is the baseline, join the apex point with the base point. This is the axis line. Clear? After getting the axis line, the axis point is, apex point is O dash here. O1 dash becomes O dash in the next stage. This is the final stage, O dash. And this point is the A dash, A1 dash becomes A dash. Whenever the solid rotates like this, this total solid will be rotated like this. The O dash becomes, O1 dash becomes O dash, and A1 dash is A dash. Another point, this point is E dash. This point is E dash, and next point B dash of H dash, C dash of G dash, D dash of F dash, and last point is E dash. You have to locate the first end points A dash and E dash, and the intermediate point locate at a distance by measuring these distance. How much this distance? Measure at this point and locate at same distance from A dash, that B dash of H dash. The B dash of H dash ni A dash నుండి ఎంత distance లో locate చేయాలి? ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ లో వచ్చిన డిస్టెన్స్ ని లొకేట్ చేస్తాం. ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ మెజర్ చేసుకొని అంతే డిస్టెన్స్ లో పాయింట్ లొకేట్ చేయండి. ఇక్కడ కూడా అంతే. ఈ D1 dash of F1 dash అనే పాయింట్ E1 dash నుండి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉందో మెజర్ చేసుకొని అంతే డిస్టెన్స్ లో E dash నుండి లొకేట్ చేయండి. Here I'm not locating the points, but I'm writing the letterings, point naming. After getting the point, this is center point itself. C1 dash of G1 dash is the point on the axis line itself. Clear? So join the A dash with O dash and E dash with O dash. These are outer lines of the cone, and these are the inner lines or thin lines from D dash of F dash and B dash of H dash with O dash. These are the thin lines. So total this position of the cone will be rotated like this. The remaining sizes are same, but only the rotation will be occurs. The rotation is 45 degrees. Axis makes an angle of 45. After getting the position, this cone position, this is the front view of the cone. After rotating the axis 45 degrees, draw the projector lines from each point. Whatever the points we are having in the front view, second stage front view, draw the projection lines from each point, vertical projectors, and draw the horizontal projectors from the front top view, first stage top view like this. You have to draw the horizontal projectors from the first stage top view. These two vertical and horizontal projectors intersect with each other and form a grid. The grid laga form out. So on this grid position, you have to locate the points. That is the final stage top view points. How to locate the points? The point of intersection between A dash line and A1 line will be located as A. This point is E. So, like this, the point of intersection between B dash line and B1 line, this point is B dash, sorry, B. Like this, the point of intersection between C dash line and C1 is C. And this point is D, which is coming from the D dash and D, which intersecting point. And the line coming from the E dash intersecting with E1 line is located as E. And F dash line, F1 line intersecting at F. G dash line and G1 line intersecting at G, and H dash line and line coming from the H1 is intersecting at H. These are the points we will get. This is the base, looks like an ellipse. Whenever the axis rotates, the base looks like an ellipse. Clear? Another point is also there, apex point. There is a O dash line will be intersecting the O1 line is located as O. This point is O. Like this, you have to draw. First of all, after getting the top view points, you have to join the outer points. How to join the outer points? This G, H, A, B, C are the outer curve, and G, O, C is the outer lines. C, O and G, O are the outer lines. F point and D point is inner points. These are the F point is below the line GO, and D point, this is the D point which is above the CO line. These are the inner points, inner of the cone points. Whenever the points are inner side of the solid, E also inner point, the inner points are invisible points. Okay, join the C, D, E, F, G with the dotted line. This is the dotted line, dotted curve. Okay, this is the invisible curve. Some of the base is invisible, some of the base is visible when looking from this side. ఇక్కడ నుండి మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద అప్పర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కోన్ ఈస్ విజిబుల్ అండ్ లోయర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద కోన్ ఈస్ ఇన్విజిబుల్. This base line, this base is invisible. From E to C is invisible. E to C and E to G is also invisible. And A to C, A to G is visible. This is the visible. And A dash O dash is visible. Sorry, it's one of the generator. And E dash is O dash is the one of the generator. Clear? It is a circular surface, that is a smooth surface. When looking from the top side, the outer lines are only to be drawn. That is the CO and GO is the visible generators. Remaining generators are visible, but is an outer generator must be drawn for the core. Clear? This is the axis line. The axis line is base axis, there's a base center point and an apex point. Join with these 2 points, join these 2 points with the axis line like this. One long and short line is the axis line. Clear? This is the top view of the cone when the axis is inclined to HP. I get my point? అర్థమైందా ఈ diagram? 3 problems explain చేశాను ఈ class లో. I will explain remaining problems 4, 5 and 6 problems in the next class. Okay, students, I'm closing this class. Have a nice day.